sais que ça ne va pas bien, et mes lendemains ne sont pas promis. Mais la dernière chose que je souhaite faire de mon cœur est de t'aimer avec lui.
The year was 2020, the year of the pandemic, in the month of July, when a young 16-year-old boy decides to join his niece in an online game. Hello to those of you who are listening. My name is Tommy Helmet, and this is the story of my friend Bubsy. Bubsy started in a game called Cat and Puppy World in July of 2020. But in August, that's when he encountered one of the most strenuous of situations that he has ever had. His diary entries start in August, after he had faced a breakup, a really bad breakup. He was in the main lobby of the game, laying down on the ground, crying his eyes out about what had happened, when not far away from him was a young couple making out inches away from him. But he wasn't very happy about this. This made him angry. He got up off the ground, went over to this couple. He yells at them, "Hey, you guys are really making me mad doing this, and I would much appreciate it if you take your lovey-dovey stuff elsewhere." But they still sat there, kissing in front of him, making him ever more angry. "Get that shit away from me," he says yet again, but they're still not listening to him. So now he became extra furious, and he began to start fighting with the couple. He beats them down, and they run away, but he continues to yell at them as they're running away, calls them a pair of incomprehensive assholes, and then tells them to fuck off. But while he's doing this, there's a young and innocent girl nearby, watching and reading him yelling and screaming in the comments, and was feeling great remorse for his current state. She felt sorry for the guy. With what little bit of kindness she had in her, she cries out to him. She messages him in the public chat and asks him if he's okay, and shows up to where he's at. He was very surprised to see that someone was taking interest in what was going through his mind, and it was difficult for him to process it, but he still tried to talk to the girl. In his state of loneliness, he opens up to her and asks her to come to his apartment so he can discuss what it was that was troubling him. They sit down on his couch and he begins to tell her what it was that was troubling him. Bubsy was upset about his last breakup. Even though it lasted 3 days, it impacted him greatly. Days prior to the opening events, he was in a relationship with a girl named Jaws. They had been together for 3 days, but on the 3rd day she admitted to him that she had lied about her age. She claimed that she was 17 years old when she was really 12. Bubsy, on the other hand, was 16 years old. This did not resonate well with him, and it really hurt him. His new friend, Julissa, was very remorseful of what had happened with him, and tried her best to make him feel better about the situation. She sat and talked with him for hours that night, and it did work. Bubsy did start feeling a little better about the situation, and for several nights after that, they had been going to his apartment and just talking about the world and talking about life. But a few days in, her brother Alex had made mention that Bubsy knew how to have sex within the game, and told Julissa. Bubsy was kind of shocked to hear about this and was wondering where it was that she had heard about it. But he did know how to do that in the game. And this is where this story begins to become sad. He began to make mention to her that the last person that he had had sex with in the game was Jaws. Julissa was very shocked to hear about this. And Bubsy, he felt great remorse and disgust whenever he thought about the situation. About how she lied about her age to him, and how they had 6 rounds of disgusting apartment sex together. Yeah, we're not going to show that, so I've put a leaf in front of the gacha characters in order to not get our channel banned. Anyhow, let me continue the story. Despite Bubsy's honesty, Julissa didn't think of him any differently, even though he was honest about the situation. She told him that this wasn't his fault, and that she was in the wrong for lying about her age, and should have been punished for it. She continued to comfort Bubsy for days on end. Bubsy then knew that he had a good friend in Julissa. He later found himself giving her her first hug, as a token of his appreciation for being there for him when he needed a shoulder to cry on, when he needed somebody to talk to. This is the end of episode 1. Join us for episode 2.